All right, so in this video, we'll be implementing the last functionality, which is check digit. So we have to implement this one, and fortunately, we've already implemented the functionality features. The functionality how to return a check digit. So we need to just incorporate that. So let's call that and how it's done. We already did that when we're doing the generate card because we're getting the check digit as well to get the full card. So let's go into the code, right? Go into the code. So here we could just call um the get check digit function, which is this one, because it returns the check digit. Okay, so we could just call that by passing in a card number. Let me see. So we pass in the card number without the last number so that it can return the check digit. So because it will take that card. So let's just call this one partial card. Let's say it takes in a partial card just for perspective. Partial card num. So let's just call it partial card. Let's just call it like that. So that we understand it's not a full card that is being passed in there. Copy that, put it here. So it's a partial card which is being sent to checksum to get the sum of the partial card. Then when it comes back, we get it. We get the check digit from the sum that came back. Okay. So we call this functionality and we send a card without the last digit, and we expect the functionality to return to us the last digit. So let's comment this one out. All right, and say card. Say card dot get check digits, and then we pass in this card here. Okay, without the last digits. Let's see. Let's say this is digit. This goes to that. And then let's print the digit out. Okay, let's see what happens if we've broken things. So what we need to do is put this in the, send it as a string. Okay, and then we click and we have 7 return. All right. 7 is being returned as what? This check digit. What do we pass in? So we test this number, this random number that I have there is the Amex card. So I've taken out the last digit, which was, let me just put it back as it was before. So this is the Amex card. So since we're testing for the last digit, this function, we take away the last digit, which is the check digit, and we want this function to return the 3 we took out. So if it returns 3, it means our function is working very well. So we run it, and obviously we have our 3 return, okay? So it's working. Let's change the card, get another one. Now this time let's get a discover card. We put in a discover card here, and then we take out the last digit. We expect to return the 4 we took out as the last digits. And oh no, what do we do? Let's run it again. Let's see. So our function is returning a wrong value there, because if we run that, so as we see here, this is what we input into the let's take this breakpoint out. So we're putting in this function this card with card number that ends with 1. So we want to verify the card here. So it's going to say valid card if it is valid, and here it has to return 1 to us. So, but when I run this program, I realized that it's not working. Something went wrong. So it says, look at this, a valid card that I have verified before. And instead of returning one, which was the check digit, is returning six. So obviously there's a bug in our code. So as I went through, I realized that here the error stems from our checksum functionality. We made a mistake there. So it is obvious. So we say here, so if the position is a multiple of 2, then even is equals to the item at that position multiplied by 2. And if the product is greater than, is a double digit, the product is a double digit, this is what it's saying, then even should become this, not just, I mean, like, as we're running it now, nothing even doesn't change. That's why. So even should become that. So even is equal to that. Then we're augmenting evens with evens. So that's where the problem was. If we run that now, we should have our correct answer. So we have the valid card, and then we detect it is one is returning a proper answer to us now. So I hope that solved that one. So let's get to next. So uh we've effectively performed the functionalities of our app. We now go to the GUI. So we've done this one, verify card functionality. We've seen the generate card functionality, and we've seen the check digit to get the check digit functionality. So the next series now we'll see how to build the tick enter the user interface. This user interface that we can interact to get those, to invoke those method to return the values that we need, then populate the appropriate labels as required. Okay, so that will be the next series to build the check tick enter the user interface for this our project, card payment project. Deuce.